Hey guys, YouTuber100 here, and I have absolutely no idea why I'm doing this. I mean, you see the title of the video down there, so you know what it's about. I have no idea why I'm even talking about this. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been saying this for years, and of course the WWE just refuses to do it. I mean, they just can't do it because they have too much, they just rely on him all the time. And yeah, I know that basically this video really doesn't mean anything, because, I mean, WWE is of course not going to listen to it, so I have absolutely no idea why I'm even doing this. But I guess I just wanted to address it myself and give my own take on it. So, yeah, this is just about John Cena. People have been saying this for years and years. John Cena really needs to change his gimmick. I mean, yeah, people have just been talking about this for years. They've been saying all the time that John Cena should turn heel and stuff. John Cena needs to turn heel. He needs a new gimmick and yeah, just blah blah blah. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, people have just been getting sick and tired of John Cena for basically the last 10 years. I mean, John Cena has just always been getting the hell booed out of him every time he's like basically in a match. I mean, yeah, at every event that John Cena's in, basically the fans are always just booing him. I mean, you even now hear like in his music when there's the dun 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 dun, the crowd is like chanting "John Cena sucks." I mean, kind of similar to like Kurt Angle's "You Suck" chant with the dun dun in his music. Yeah, I mean, this should happen. I mean, John Cena, he's just become stale for such a long time. People are getting tired of his recurring gimmick of like always being booked as Super Cena, where he always just is making a bunch of people look weak in the ring and make them look bad and just burying them. Yeah, I mean, people just are getting sick and tired of this, and yeah, I'm sick of it too. It just pisses me the hell off, and it pisses a lot of other people the hell off too. I mean, John Cena he is the most boring person ever in the WWE now. I mean, yeah, he got boring years and years ago. I mean, there's been people who have said that he should have turned heel. Like, it just can go on all the time. It's like when he was during his feud with Nexus in 2010, people were saying that he should have turned heel and like willingly joined Nexus, not like what happened where he was forced to join after losing that match to Wade Barrett. I mean, there were people that were saying that he really should have like willingly joined them and just like turn his back on like his team at SummerSlam in 2010 and actually join forces with the Nexus and become a member of them. There are people that were saying that John Cena should have like turned heel like that, and people have also kind of said like they could have actually turned Cena heel during like the feud with The Rock back in like 2011 and 2012. And people were saying that John Cena could have like been the heel in that feud and stuff. Yeah, I mean, people are just like, there have just been time and time again where people have just wanted John Cena to turn heel. There could have been like a perfect opportunity for them to do it, and of course WWE does. And WWE just relies on the same gimmick for John Cena, and it's not working for them. I mean, John Cena, he's just like making people really disinterested in the WWE. I mean, people have stopped watching WWE because they're just sick of John Cena. There's a bunch of people that have done that in the last basically 10 years. And this was one of the reasons why I kind of like stopped watching the WWE for a while. I stopped watching WWE for a while in 2013, and there like I still really haven't been watching a lot of WWE right now. I mean, I really haven't watched very much in like the last few months. I mean, I've just been like skipping Raw and hardly watching SmackDown and all that. And yeah, in fact, I can't even watch them like when they first air anymore. Like like just all the channels have gone digital, and I don't use cable, so I gotta wait until like the next day when they're available on like Hulu when they're available to watch them. And even then, I really still don't watch them. I mean, the only episode I really watched was just the draft episode of a couple of weeks ago because I just wanted to like see who went where. And it wasn't like I was even that interested in it. And speaking of which, I mean, yeah, John Cena actually got drafted to SmackDown in this draft, so yeah, kind of like a big surprise. I mean, John Cena was like the top guy on Raw for so many years, and people were really wanting him to get drafted. There was the 2011 draft where they were teasing that, where John Cena got drafted to SmackDown at the beginning of the show, but then at the very end he got drafted back to Raw. So what was the point of that? But yeah, John Cena is actually now a part of the SmackDown roster now. So, yeah, I guess that's one thing that WWE has listened to the fans about, wanting John Cena to go to SmackDown, and he did. So, at least WWE did one thing the fans wanted with John Cena, taking him to SmackDown and not having him on Raw. But, yeah, anyway, yeah, but people have just said for so many years John Cena should really change his gimmick, and yeah, if John Cena would change his gimmick, I mean, that probably would get the WWE some better ratings. I mean, yeah, with his gimmick, with his like constant super scenic gimmick he's had for the last 10 years, I mean, it's just driven the ratings down. And if they were actually to change his gimmick and maybe turn him heel, that may actually raise the WWE's ratings up some. I mean, yeah, remember what happened with Hulk Hogan? I remember like in the like early 90s in like the WWE and even like in the WCW, people were kind of getting tired of seeing the same thing with Hulk Hogan, like always seeing the same thing with him ripping his shirt off and the leg drop, and just the same gimmick with him being just the real American stuff and just being the top baby face of the company. Yeah, people were kind of getting tired of that, and you could even see like in 1994-95 in WCW, Hulk Hogan was actually starting to get booed, and the ratings were really like kind of flattening out. But then, in July 1996 at Bash at the Beach, when Hulk Hogan turned heel and the NWO was formed, that was actually what really raised WCW ratings up. And then that was really when the WCW was starting to beat the WWF in the ratings each and every week. I mean, that's what really started their 84-week winning streak in the ratings. And yeah. So, yeah, if the WWE were to do that with John Cena, actually make him turn heel and change his gimmick like what happened with Hulk Hogan, and in WCW, I mean, yeah, that actually could really kind of raise their ratings up and actually get people interested in seeing, well, at least somewhat interested. I mean, they just hate John Cena, period. I mean, yeah, there were some people that even hated John Cena even when he had his rapper gimmick. I mean, he was still a terrible wrestler. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, whether his gimmick, it really doesn't change, like, his bad wrestling ability. So, yeah, not really, like, look forward to his matches, but at least become interested and see what the WWE would actually do with John Cena with a different gimmick. I mean, would it be like some kind of evil person like what happened with Hulk Hogan when he just became evil with the NWO? Or would it just be like some kind of cocky heel, kind of similar to his rapper gimmick? I mean, would it be like that? I mean, yeah, you let me know, what kind of gimmick would you like to see John Cena have if he was a heel at all, or if they even just like change his gimmick as a face? I mean, what would you like to see done as a different type of gimmick with John Cena? Because I mean, there's like there's several things that they could do with him, but the question is, would they work? Because there have been times where just heel gimmicks really haven't worked. I mean, because I remember, like, there was Stone Cold's heel turn in 2001, and yeah, he actually had, like, were two different kinds of heel turns that year. I mean, yeah, there was, of course, like, when he joined forces with Vince McMahon at WrestleMania 17, and then when he turned to the Alliance at Invasion that year. And neither one of them really did work out. I mean, a lot of people really hated both of them, and you could see why. I mean, you know, Stone Cold joining forces with Vince McMahon after their, like, heated rivalry for basically 2 years in 98 and 99, and then they joined forces? Like, what sense does that make? And then when he turned to the Alliance in the summer of 2001, and people really hated that too, because, I mean, it didn't make sense for Stone Cold to join up with WCW and ECW, considering his past with those promotions. I mean, he's known as a WWF star. Why would he join WCW and ECW, especially like how he got fired from WCW, and he's really not identified as being with WCW or ECW, so it didn't really make sense. So yeah, that could possibly happen with John Cena, where just they have him be a heel or have a gimmick that just doesn't make sense. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just with the gimmick they've had with him for these last 10 years, it really has really you've become really stale. It's stayed stale for so many years, but yeah, at this point, like people are just really like they the WWE like desperately needs to change it. I mean, you should like WWE didn't do this with The Rock. I mean, they actually did like give didn't stick with the same gimmick for The Rock for so many years. I mean, there was like Nation of Domination, and then you turn like Corporation, and then they had him like as the top one of the top faces from like 1999 up to 2002, and then gave him his Hollywood gimmick. And then after that, he was basically back to just his People's Champion face gimmick again. And yeah, that was just around the time when The Rock was really leaving WWE. And yeah, ever since then, he's had the same gimmick, but it's not like we've seen him like all the time since then. Like, like The Rock has really been gone, and yeah, it's just really able to stay fresh with just The Rock's sporadic appearances. So yeah, but with John Cena, we're just seeing him week after week and we've just been seeing him months and months. It's just been going on way too long. WWE should really do something about it. I mean, they should really change his gimmick or just do something with him that actually does like give kind of a fresh new start with him or something. But just do something. Don't keep up the same gimmick with this. Like I said, I don't even know why I'm doing this because I mean WWE is of course not going to listen. They're just going to make John continue to do with John Cena what they've been doing for the last 10 years basically. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's probably at least going to stay the way he is for maybe another 5 years, probably even more. I mean, and who knows when he's even going to retire? I mean, are they even going to do anything new with him at all up to the point where he retires? Because we don't even know when his retirement is. He probably still has several more years ahead of him. But, we'll just have to see how long this goes. Will WWE ever actually listen to what we want done? I mean, who knows? So, like I said, let me know the type of new gimmick you'd like to see John Cena have, because as I said, there's just so many different things that they could do with him, but would any of them really work? So yeah, just let me know what you would like to see done with John Cena. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.